Okay? Really important. It is like, I hear a lot of guided meditations where they're just talking through the whole meditation. And I'm just like, okay, when do I get a chance to meditate? And they're like, do this, do that, do this, do that. You're in the woods, you're up in the sky, you're on the moon. I'm like, what are you doing to me? That's not meditation. That might be a good relaxation technique or something for you. Meditation is silent, okay? And what you want to do is first sit in a comfortable position and be typically in a place that is conducive to meditation. Like if you have an extra room in your house that you can set up as a meditation room, you know what I mean? Have a sacred space for yourself. Like here, this may be one of the good things for kids moving out, right? You got your own meditation room. There's a big juxtaposition, right? Like the space here at the Duncan Center is so beautiful. We get into such deep meditations here. The beach, we get into deep meditations. So you want to kind of stack the deck in your favor. You want to be in the places where you can be the most still. For me, it's always nature. Murakami, Japanese gardens, beautiful place to meditate. Okay? Inside the gardens themselves, or even in the woods outside, there's paths and there's places that you can go just sit in the woods and meditate. So you sit comfortably because you want to be comfortable. I don't have it here. There's these cushions, and then there's the other one I have. You see at the beach that's kind of U-shaped, and that's called a cosmic cushion, and it's very comfortable. And they come in different sizes so that you can be higher. Okay, so typically the higher your hips are and the lower your knees are, the more comfortable it is. So for me to sit like this is not as comfortable. If I was on my cushion, my knees would be, below my hips. And that puts my lower back in good position, and I can sit in, 7-point posture, which maybe I'll bring that, we'll go over that next week. And because I can't describe it to you off the top of my head, or I would explain it now. And you sit in a very comfortable position, spine erect. I'm not leaning back on the chair. I'm not laying down. I'm in a very alert position because meditation is a very high state of alertness. I want you 150% here and nowhere else very alert. Okay? That's why I don't like the meditations where they're taking you off in the woods or taking you into outer space or things like that, because I want you here and they're taking you away. I don't want to do that. Okay? So for our purposes, that's not what we do here. Okay? We get very present into the moment. So you're sitting comfortably, right? And you close your eyes. There's something called Insight Timer. Are you familiar with Insight Timer? Do you have that? Insight Timer is an app for the phone, and it has a gong that sounds a lot like this. They have different bells that you can use, but you can just set the timer up, and it will gong like this off your phone, and then it will, you can say, I have 3 minutes. You can do it for 3 minutes. You can do it for 20 minutes. You can set a little gong for halfway through, however you want it. But it's a really nice timer, Insight Timer. And so you set the timer for 10 minutes, you sit. And the first thing that you do is you begin breathing more and more slowly, and you just relax and breathe slowly and relax your body. Let the tension out of your body. Okay? You'll notice when you start looking for the tension in your body that you'll feel like your muscles are tight. Like, wow, why are my leg muscles clenched up like that? Why am I, go through your body and the muscles in your face, around your eyes. I'll guide you through one of these in a few moments. Okay? And let yourself relax. Once you've relaxed, all right, you bring the attention to the breath. The breath, we're always breathing in the moment, okay? So when you bring your attention to breath, you're anchoring yourself in the moment, okay? Also, you don't have any opinion about breath. This isn't a good breath or a bad breath. Or, oh, man, that breath sucked. I need to do it better. It's not like that, right? So breath is very neutral and in the moment, and you can just rest your attention there, okay? And it will hold you in the moment. It'll hold, when I say hold you in the moment, hold your attention in the moment. Okay? And now you're just breathing. And you are very, very alert as to where you are. The sounds, the smells, the tastes, right? And what you'll notice is that your attention wanders off to a thought here, wanders off to a thought there, right? When it wanders off, you just say, come, 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 come back. And it wanders off again, come, come back. And it wanders off again, come, come back. And pretty soon it starts staying a little bit. Stay for a few seconds, ooh. And you feel some peace. And that's what you're practicing, holding your attention here, just breathing, being in the moment, not thinking about the moment. Okay? Now, something that you have to realize, and this is very important, okay, that our attention always seems to need to be somewhere, all right? And so if our attention is not on thoughts, where is it? Well, you'll notice in your mind that the thoughts rise in this vast space of silence. That the gap between thoughts is just this gap of silence. Now, in the same way that if you see like a picture of the solar system, you see the planets and the moons. But typically the space doesn't register to you. You know what I mean? It's just nothing, right? Space. It's the same way in your mind. There's this vast space of silence, and then thoughts are popping up in. But you've never noticed the silence before. I want you to become more interested in the silence and completely uninterested in the thoughts. And just dwell with your attention resting peacefully in the silence, just being aware of what's happening around you without thinking about it. That's your meditation practice, calm abiding meditation. And so that's going to be in a book, and it's going to be in a short course, so that beginners can really understand what that means. That's the most important thing you'll do here, and you should do it every day. And so we're going to do this tonight, so this will be recorded and on there. Maybe I'll peel it off and put it on a YouTube channel so that you guys can pick it up anytime you want. But it's, we're just so expertly trained on not being where we are that we're just really good at it. And now we're at the cutting edge of this human evolution where we're saying, wait a minute, I'm up in my head, I'm in the future, I'm in the past, I'm not in the present moment. The next step in human evolution is to come into presence in the present moment. To really realize the illusion of time is just a myth.